this is JP from Northern Lights over Arkham. Welcome to my playthrough of the Return to Gathering with my self-made investigator Pennywise, and the purpose of this video is basically to test out how to make video content, because I've been thinking about it a lot lately to delve into this aspect of content creating. I have done a lot of content on my Instagram. I will continue to do so, but I'm thinking I would start a YouTube series on suggested player decks that people can send me for me to try out. But for now I'm just trying out how to make these videos, because I have done these before. So basically I'll just go through the deck in the beginning and then play through the scenario. And this is my self-made deck of Pennywise. He's the clown. He's a survivor with 6 health and 6 sanity and 8 health. His deck idea is basically to be a support character, so I'm not that thrilled to play him as a solo, but of course he can be played as solo. His signature ability is quite strong. He can basically take 1 damage and boost one of his skills up by amount on the card -1. So for example, if he boosts his strength for a fight check, he has 3 fight plus 2 from his ability, and he takes 1 damage while doing so. His signature cards are quite themed for him to being a depressed clown and trying to hide that depression from others and trying to entertain them. So his signature weakness, for example, he has to decide to either take 2 direct horror or deal each investigator and ally in his location other than himself 1 horror. So that is basically like him dropping his mask of happiness and showing a depressed clown, and nobody wants to see a depressed clown. His signature asset is the red balloon. Basically this works quite similarly to Patrice's violin, but instead of giving cards or resources, it can prevent horror from somebody. So for example, Benny is taking a horror, he can discard 1 card from hand, exhaust the red balloon. Basically he gives himself a balloon and can deal with the horror better, so takes 1 less horror. Otherwise the deck is basically a fighter survivor with fire axes, meat cleavers and baseball bats, and then some horror soak with Peter Silvestre and cherished keepsake. Also, if I don't draw into Peter, there's a second ally, Leo, for extra actions during the turn. A lot of events that help with either succeeding in tests or getting clues. For example, look at what I found or intel report. Then basically just skill cards that help with fighting, or the staple unexpected courage that helps with any test basically. I drew a weakness for this deck, and it's the Silver Twilight Acolyte. It was drawn on random, but well, should not be a hard thing to deal with Benny, as he is a fighting character. So I'll be playing this deck through the entering and the return to version. So let's see how Benny does. Okay, so we're ready to get our starting hand. So Benny starts in the study. There's one clue there. I'm not going to read the act and agenda cards that much. I'll say if there's something special there for you to know about, but not reading the fluff texts that much to save a bit of time in these videos, so they're not taking so long. The main topic being that I'm just testing out the decks, so not delving in that deep into the story of the scenarios. Okay, so let's see what we draw. So we get an emergency aid, weakness, another emergency aid, not going well, Intel report, another Intel report to shuffle this, and flashlight. I think I'll remove. We really need one weapon at the start at least. I think I'll keep the flashlight so I can get clues better, and try 4 cards. Yeah, this deck is really badly shuffled, it seems. Well, we get 2 flashlights, one look what I found, Peter Sylvester and Cherished Keepsake. So not that good of a start. Okay, I'll try to shuffle this deck now a bit better, so maybe we draw into a weapon soon enough. Well, I think the plan is to play Peter and a flashlight and start investigating, then hopefully draw into a weapon soon enough, but start moving into the bedroom and bathroom quite soon. And usually playing solo, it's quite good to keep moving fast and not stay put for long, so you can keep ahead of the agenda deck and the encounters. Okay, I think that's enough shuffling. So first action, I'll play the flashlight. Gets 3 charges on it, costs 2 resources. Then I play Peter, cost 3, so I'm out of resources. And last action, I'll use 1 flashlight charge, and Benny will use his signature ability to take 1 damage to boost his. No, it doesn't need to be done. And I'm playing on standard difficulty, if I didn't already mention. I'll usually always play on standard. I'm not that keen on trying hard, as the game gets too punishing for my taste at that difficulty level. Okay, let's see what we get. So it's flashlight drops the shroud to 1. Benny is well, I'm only 1 up. Maybe I'll take the damage. So I'm 2 up on the test. Yeah. Okay, skull. So minus X, where X is the number of ghoul minions, enemies at your location, so 0. So I'll get the clue from the location, and that's my all actions. No enemy phase, because no enemies. So I go to upkeep, I get 1 resource, and I draw 1 more card. And it's the Depressed Clown. Well, I really don't think I will take 2 horror, because I have Peter, so all other allies and investigators at my location take 1 horror, so Peter takes 1 horror. And that's that. Okay, so that was the first turn and we're ready to head. Okay, so the second round we add one doom to the agenda. It's one of 3 doom, and then we get our first encounter card, which is Rotting Remains. So yeah, I'll just take it to the face. 3 versus 3. I pull a -2, so I'll take 2 horror. I can't unfortunately put it on Peter because he has 1 horror from the Depressed Clown last turn, so I'll just put it on Benny. And that's that. Okay, so this turn I basically start moving to get more clues. I need 3 clues to advance, so I have 1 of the 3 already. So first action, I'll just move to Great Hall. I'm in Guest Hall. It's 1 shroud, 0 clues, so no point staying here. I'll just move again and I'll go to the... I think I'll go to the bathroom. Okay. So there's forced effect here. 1 shroud, 1 clue. Forced effect is after you reveal a bad symbol token, each investigator at bathroom lose all of their remaining actions. So luckily I have only 1 action left, so I'll use the flashlight. It drops the shroud to 0, and the last action will be testing 2 versus 0, so anything but an auto fail will succeed. And it's a tablet. Tablet reads -2 if there's ghoul enemy at your location. Take 1 damage. There is no ghoul here, so I'll just get the clue. Okay, so that's my second turn. I'll get 1 card and resource. No enemy phase again, by the way, so just getting a new card and 1 resource. Okay, so I got an intel report. That would be quite good if I walk into a high shroud location. But that's basically turn 2, so let's head to turn 3. Okay, so turn 3, I add 1 doom to the agenda. I get the second encounter card. And it's a swarm of rats, so it engages me. Well, just think I'll punch them and walk to the bedroom after that. So first action, I fight 3 versus 1. -1, so the rats are dead. And the second 2 actions, I'll just go to the bedroom. And the bedroom has forced effect also. It's 2 shroud, 1 clue. Forced after you fail a skill test while investigating the bedroom, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Well, as we killed the rats, there's no enemy phase again, so I'll just go to the upkeep. I'll take 1 card. I finally get a weapon. It's the meat cleaver, and then I get 1 resource. So I have actually enough resources to play it next turn. That's quite good. Okay, so let's go to the round 4 then. Okay, so we add 1 doom. Just getting this in the frame. Okay, doom, and now I remember to take the encounter card. Chill from below, so it's a willpower test. For each point I fail by, I must discard 1 card random from my hand. For each card I cannot, I'll take 1 damage. I'll just commit the eater to the chest. So I'm 4 versus 3. -3, so I fail a lot. So I have to discard 2 cards at random. This sucks a lot. Okay, so I keep the cherished keepsake and I discard all my clue tech. That's not good. Okay. Well, first action I'll just play this cherished keepsake for free. I'll go to the attic first, and it's the new attic from the return to set, so I'll have to put the far above your house location into play. And there's one clue here. At least I don't take the horror from the location. I really need more cards. Maybe I'll just slow down and get some cards. So I draw a card. It's a liquid courage. Well, that could be useful later. So I'll end my turn there. No enemy phase, no enemies in play, so I get a card. It's able-bodied, helps with fighting and get 1 resource. So that's that, and on to the next turn. Okay, another doom here. Encounter card is a flesh eater, so it's an enemy. Just mark it with these, so it's on engage with me because it spawns into the attic. So I just have to kill it then. So first action, we'll strike with the meat cleaver, and I have 3 sanity remaining, so the meat cleaver gives me +2 attack, so I'm 5 versus 4. I'll actually take 1 damage with my ability, and I'll take the horror on the feature. So I'm 7 versus 4. I should hit this easily. So it's a skull, so -1. I'll hit it, and the ball takes 2 damage. Second action, I'll hit it again. I'll take 1 horror on the cherished keepsake. I'll use able-bodied, and I have only 2 or fewer item assets. I'll get +2 from this. Zero, so the flesh eater is dead. Victory display. Last action, I'll just go to the Fireball house. 1 clue. After reveal Field of Graves, test will 4 of each when you discard 1. Okay, so I'm basically losing the liquid courage. Yeah, -4. Lost liquid courage. Yeah, that's that. Enemy phase, no enemies, so I'll keep 1 resource and I get emergency cash. Yeah, that's that. So next turn, 1 doom on the agenda. So 3 of 7. Counter card is crit chill. Well, this is not good. Well, oh yeah, Peter forgot to heal, and the meat cleaver hit 1. I think the cherished keepsake will go. Yeah, okay, testing. So it's -1. If you fail, take 1 horror. Okay. So I'll take the horror on Peter, because I think the order goes that the card resolves first, then I'll take the horror. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think that's how I would play it, at least with the Grim rule. Yeah, well, first action I'll just try to investigate 2 versus 2. -4. Try to investigate again. I think I'll take 1 damage. Beat 3 versus 2 with Benny's signature ability. So it's a 0, so I get the clue. Didn't need the damage. And the last action I move back to the attic. Okay, no enemy phase, I'll get 1 card. Get a baseball bat. Really need some clue tech now. More resource. And that's that. So up to the next turn. Okay, another doom 4 of 7. Yeah. Okay, the goal from the depths. So it spawns in the bathroom. Just mark it here. And it doesn't have a hunter, so it just stays there until the agenda advances and the goal starts moving, so I don't have to deal with it right now. I really need the clue tech, so I just get cards. No. Okay, Intel report helps me a lot. Do I want to use it here though? I think I'll save it to the cellar. Was it? I think the cellar was slow shroud. Yeah, I'll use the Intel report here. So I pay 2. And get 1 clue from here, and that's my last action. Okay, enemy phase. The ghoul doesn't do anything in the bathroom, it just stays there. 1 resource and 1 card. Stunning blow. That would be really good against the ghoul priest later. And that's it. On to the next turn. So 5 doom of 7. Counter card is Icy Ghoul goes to the cellar, so I have an enemy waiting there. That's not nice. Maybe I have to use the stunning blow on that one. Yeah, okay. Well, I have to go into the cellar until Peter again heals late. Okay, so move, I go to the cellar, let's see which cellar it is. It's the, yeah, it's the new one, so we get this new location here. 1 clue, 2 shroud, and so first action, last action, I think I'll need to hit the goal. I'll take horror on Peter. I'll stunning blow it and hope to hit it. So I'm 5-6 versus 3. Should hit this. -3, I barely hit. It takes 2 damage and it's stunned. 2 damage and a stun. Okay. Enemy base. Nothing happens. Upkeep. 1 resource, 1 card. Unexpected courage. Nice, something to help me with the last clue I need. And this icicle radius engages me again. And that's that turn done. So on to the next turn. Okay, so 6 doom of 7. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pull a Ancient Evils really soon. Well, now it's a Grave Eater, so it spawns on me, engages me. So I have 2 ghouls to deal with, and Peter heals again. Okay. So, well, I'll deal with the Icy Ghoul. Not that worried about the Grave Eater. I'll take 1 horror on Peter. I'll discard, commit the baseball bat to this. 6 versus 3. -3, lucky I did. So the Icy Ghoul is dead. And it goes to the display. And I think I'll have to take 1 horror more. Swing at the Grave Eater. So I'm 5 versus 2. -1, so that's dead too. Last action, I investigate and I'll commit the unexpected courage. From 4 versus 2. -1, so I'll get the clue. So I have enough clues. I think I will just leave that deep below my house location unexplored. Yeah. Don't think I have the time to grab that victory this time, and I'm hurting really low on sanity. Only 2 left on Benny. Oh yeah, actually I killed a ghoul, so heal these. Yeah. The meat cleaver. Always tend to forget the healing with the meat cleaver, but yeah. Okay, well, that's my turn. Enemy phase, the bathroom goal doesn't do anything again. I'll take 1 resource and draw 1 card. I draw my weakness enemy. So now I have to deal with that next turn. That sucks. Well, let's see how the next turn goes. Okay, so we add 1 doom. So we're 7 of 7, so this advances. Rise of the Ghouls. The tunnels below. Shuffle the encounter discard pile in the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until goon enemy is discarded. The lead investigator draws to the enemy. Okay. Lucky Penny is quite okay in fighting, so hoping this won't be a big setback. Okay, that's enough shuffling, so discarding not a ghoul. We get a easy one, Grave Eater. So it engages me. And then we get the encounter card for the turn, and it's Chill from Below. Yeah, I'll just discard the Meat Cleaver. It doesn't basically matter, but I try to avoid taking the extra damage if I get a high. So -3 damage. So I'm 4 versus 3 -3, so I discard 2. So I discard the emergency cash, and I'll have to take 1 damage. Yeah, so 4 damage. 3 sanity loss. That's it. Investigation phase. I think my whole turn will be just dealing with these enemies, so I'll start with the Grave Eater. I'll put damage horror on Peter. So I'm 5 versus 2, -1. It's dead, and I heal the horror from Peter. Second action, I'll hit with regular attack, the Silver Twilight Acolyte. So I'm 5 versus 2. That wasn't a pull, I just accidentally throw that one. So it's an Elder Sign. So Benny's Elder Sign ability is +1. If this test is successful, heal 1 horror from an investigator at your location. Right now I don't want to heal a horror because then the Meat Cleaver doesn't give me enough damage, strength boost. So I'll just take the +1 and deal 1 damage. Then second action, I'll put horror on Peter. I mean the last action. I'll put horror on Peter, so I will be fighting 5 versus 2. -2, so the Acolyte is dead. That's my whole turn. Really didn't want to deal with so many enemies right there, because I need to get to the whole way to advance and get the end game going. But maybe I'll do it next turn. Yeah, so enemy phase, the bathroom gold again doesn't. Oh, actually now it moves. So at the end of the enemy phase, each unengaged goal enemy moves 1 location from towards the parlor. So this guy moves here. Okay, so that will be trouble next turn. I think I'll have to go and intercept that and kill it before I advance. Yeah, well, I get card and resource. Yeah, and on to the next turn. Next turn, Doom 1 of 10, and encounter card is Obscuring Fog, so basically does nothing. That's good. Good news. So this turn, I'll just think I'll intercept that bathroom goal that's in the guest hall, so I don't have to deal with it when I deal with the goal priest. So I'll move for 2 actions, and the last action I'll hit the ghoul from the depths. Okay, Peter would have healed, and I'll put 1 horror there. So 5 versus 3. -1. I'll deal 2 damage to that one. But then in the enemy phase, Peter heals, so then I'll take 1 damage, 1 horror from it. That's not very good. Yeah. And that's that turn done. So I get a card. It's the red balloon. Not that really helpful right now. 1 resource. Actually, too many resources. So yeah. Well, on to the next turn. Okay, so 2 Doom of 10. Encounter card is Rotting Remains. I'll actually commit the red balloon to this. I don't really want to take that much more horror. So the red balloon has will icon, agility icon, and wild icon, so it's +2 will. So I'm will 5 versus 3. -2, so I don't take any horror. That's good. Good news. Then I'll have to kill. First action, I'll kill this ghoul minion. Yeah, so I'll take horror on Peter. Hit it with the meat cleaver. So 5 versus 3. Really want to save the able-bodied against the ghoul priest. Okay, so auto fail. And it has retaliate. That sucks. Six damage and 5 horror. Oh my god. I think Peter needs to die. Actually, this guy would have moved last turn to there. Yeah, so first action I moved there. Swing miss. Yeah. And yeah, and there goes 1 more Doom here because that was there at the end of the round. Always mess this up when they move because of some extra action. Oh well. Well, we missed the first one, so just take a horror on Peter. Really can't do much about it. And swinging 5 versus 3. -1. Okay, so this guy's dead. And I get to heal 1 horror. So that was clutch. And at the end of the round I will advance, but before that I'll one resource in a card. Stunning blow, that's nice to see. And yeah, I'll use the clues so we advance. So the barrier blocking the passage to the parlor has been vanished. Reveal the parlor. So that gets revealed. Put the set aside little chandelier there, and the gold priest comes in the hallway and it's engaged with me. So it has 5 health, so I think I'll have to kill it in 1 turn or 2 turns, because now I can stunning blow it. Yeah, so we advance the next act when we kill the priest. So thinking, should I go get Lita or just wail at it without Lita? We'll see. Okay, on to the next turn. Okay, 4 of 10. If I remember correctly. So I can decide which order at the end of the round things happen. So yeah, the Ghoul Priest spawned after this forced effect on the agenda, so there wouldn't have come more doom from that. So in counter card, Grave Eater. Didn't want to see that. Okay. First action, I think I'll have to just stunning blow the Ghoul Priest, so I'm 6 versus 4. Yeah, I think I'll have to risk it. No, I have to be sure to hit this one. So I have I get +3 from that, because I only have 1 item asset in play. -1. I'll hit, do 1 damage to the Ghoul Priest, and it's stunned. And it's not engaged with me now. And I think I'll have to kill the other ghoul now, taking horror. I'm still, yeah, I'll use an action. I'm 3 versus 5 versus 2, so 3 or -3 or better. Yeah, it's -3, so it's dead. I heal 1 horror. Last action, I move to the parlor. Next turn I'll try to parley with Lita. Not looking good. Well, maybe I get something good to help with the parley. If not, then I'll... should I really go there? Yeah, I think I'll cancel that. There's really no point in me going there, so I'll just use the last action to do 1 damage to the Ghoul Priest. It's -1. It's 4 versus 5, so I don't fail it, so the Ghoul Priest takes 1 damage. Good. Okay. Enemy phase. No enemies, but the Ghoul Priest actually moves towards the parlor, and yeah, end of the round, extra doom is added. Yeah, camera problems. there. So I added one Doom from the Ghoul Priest in the parlor. I'll get one card, it's Fire Axe, helps to hit the Ghoul Priest next turn, and one resource. Yeah, so on to the next turn. Okay, so I think this will be the last turn. I'm not sure I can kill the Ghoul Priest without dying. I basically need to move in, hit it twice, and if I miss either of those, I'm dead. So I think the better option here would be just to move in and resign. Yeah, well, let's see what the encounter deck says first. So 6 of 10 Doom, and encounter card is Ancient Evils. So we have another Doom. We could draw some cards to find some soak or healing, but I think that would be of no use, because then the priest would hunt on us and hit us. We would die to horror, so maybe just run with the victory points we already have. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just move into the parlor, first action, and second action I'll resign. Okay, let's see if I would have drawn anything useful. Well, look what I found would have been useful for parlaying with Lito. That would have given us some soak, but I wouldn't have wanted to take that chance if I wouldn't have pulled that card. Yeah, well, let's see my final thoughts on this deck. And yeah, well, I got out by resigning, so the Ghoul Priest lives. I got 3 victory point enemies killed, so that's 3 victory points. I also got 1 victory point from the Field of Graves, so it's 4. And I think, not sure, but don't have the booklet. Just see if I would have gotten anything from the resolution. Yeah, so if no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated, so I would have gotten house is still standing, Ghoul Priest is still alive, and the Lita card has been added to my deck. That would have been great. And 2 bonus experience. So 6 experience, that's quite okay from this scenario. Yeah, so final thoughts on the deck. Yeah, it worked quite like I expected it would. The retaliate from this 1 minion really set me back in damage, health and sanity, and that was a bummer. I could have, without that, I could have taken 1 hit from the Ghoul Priest and try to kill it, but yeah, I didn't get Leo out. I would have liked Leo out after Peter died, but other than that, I basically got every important card out from the deck. There's only like 10 cards left in the deck, so 2/3 of the deck gone in this scenario. Yeah, I really like this return to version to test out deck ideas or stuff like that. So Uh, yeah, if you would like to see your deck idea tested, I would be really happy to try it out. You can send deck ideas to my email address northernlightsoverarkham@gmail.com, and also check out my stuff in Instagram, northern_lights_over_arkham. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and hope you liked what you see. I hope to do these things from now on. So have a good day.